What's good with y'all? Welcome back to What They Won't Say. This is your girl Becky with the I. Gang.
Hey, this your boy UA holding it down.
Okay. And as you guys know, I am your girl, Courtney Lynette. And today we are talking about our strong mothers. Be you single, married, complicated, fake gay, real gay, a fur baby mama. Just all you mamas out there. Happy Mother's
It's
Day.
fake gay.
The
Yeah.
girls that think they want to go to girls, but then they get pregnant by
Why
a
you
man.
bringing up like 5 episodes ago?
Because they really be out here. Like, they're the anti-down low man. Like, they're the opposite. Because they think they're gay and they're really not gay. Because they still trying real penis with skin on it.
Oh,
Or
I think
skin of like skin.
You see? Huh?
I still don't understand.
You still don't get it?
Mm-mm.
My coronavirus mask on.
I'm over it. I don't there understand exactly what I'm saying. You have the down low man that pretends to be straight, but he's really gay. And then you have the fake gay girl who pretends to be a lesbian, but she really like penis. That's what they're anti.
And
Okay.
eventually they became mothers.
Right. And then they had a baby. But we just saw them with their girlfriend 2 months ago, and now they're 9 months pregnant. That's all I'm saying.
So we talking about all them females.
All in.
Make you more mad than me. I don't get it.
More mad? What you mean mad? Mad about what?
Because they fake gay. They wasting your time.
They're not wasting my time. My time is upstairs, and it ain't fake. But we about that life.
Not you.
Oh, that's what you said. You said me.
Your type. You people.
Becky mad girl.
You said what?
Becky like mad girly.
Yeah.
I get it, but she be like, you said me.
I am. You know what? It's so funny. I know this is kind of going off, but it's so funny because like I think people think because of like the short hair and like the basketball shorts and t-shirts that I am like this super fucking masculine and like I grab my fake dick that's in my pants type stuff. And I am far from that, guys. I went to
You ain't never adjusted your imaginary penis.
no.
Oh,
You never stand it up and just grabbed yourself a little bit.
Nigga, no. Like what? I mean, I might have adjusted some panties or something like that, but not like nah. But I am as
you
like
said she pulled out that camel toe though.
right. Yeah, you guys know you better. But I am as girly as
Harlem Shake?
huh?
Did you just Harlem Shake?
Watch the show this word. Watch the show this word. Hey, watch the show this word. But yeah, nah. I'm not. Yeah, I'm more feminine than what I guess people assume.
Yeah.
I guess we got the ATL question out the way
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
But back to these moms out here, the ones that are pregnant, the ones that had their kids 27 years ago. Happy Mother's Day to all.
Yeah.
To our new fur mommy in the building, because she's in the process of getting her fur baby. Happy first Mother's Day to you too.
Hey.
Are y'all gonna buy me a gift? Should I buy Upper Management a birthday fur mommy gift?
Well,
I think you should.
You could like a push gift, but she didn't push.
That's the thing.
What do I get it
A
for
push
her?
gift. Yeah, a push gift is the
That's
thing.
the
If she
thing. So you-
pushes
Oh,
with no, if she pushes and she didn't have any like, if she did it without an epidural, well, even if she pushed, a push
Yeah,
gift.
I think everybody gets a push gift. It don't matter if they had epidural, Advil,
all that. If you care about your baby mama, apparently the thing to give her now is a push gift.
Oh, because D is a gangster and she did it twice. I don't, no epidural.
She's a thug.
If
cool.
y'all ever have one of your own, you're gonna have to give her a push gift.
I gave a push gift.
Expensive. Nah. You can't. The reason ended up in the hospital and be like, well, that's your gift. No, that's not how it works. Like niggas out here buying cars and mansions and
stuff. I was gonna say nah.
Maybe upgrade her ring.
Yeah.
Send that bitch some flowers. No, what?
That's not a gift. That's a get well soon gift.
All right, well, send flowers that come with chocolate and a teddy bear, and then you can get a balloon, bitch.
Is that the gift you was talking about getting upper management?
No.
I'm about to say, watch your words. Watch your words.
Guess I didn't scratch that word.
You gotta be quicker than that. No, you can't do that.
But like, I like doing this because it's fun. Like every time Mother's Day comes around, I love it. So are we gonna go with like things that our moms used to do? Stories about our mothers?
I can't really do that because I was that kid that was like, bless you. I was that kid that was like, I don't understand why she does this. I would never do this to my kids, and now I do it to my kids.
So let's talk about it.
What was one thing you wish that your mama didn't do that she did? We go around.
Boy. Something that my mama used to do that I wish she didn't do?
Yeah.
Beat me with everything in the house. That's what I wish she didn't do. I wish.
I don't think there's a statute on child abuse.
No, my mom was just she was embarrassing in a weird way. Like she would send us to school with the super greasy faces, like bundled up to the max. But most of the things that my mom really did for me, I can't say I don't wish she didn't do it, because I like the things that my mom did, even if they were a little embarrassing. My mom was just particular about everything, so it was just funny.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what Stephanie did that I wasn't a fan of.
Okay.
I can tell you now, but
I'll talk about my mama's name.
Yeah, nah.
I could tell you something that Stephanie did that I wish she didn't do.
I think we all got that.
Yeah. I probably would say, I don't know, man. Like, I can tell my shit now, but like as growing up, I guess like I realized she did no wrong until I became an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Because you don't realize it until you get into your own shoes how messed up something might have been, or like Court said, like you wish that didn't go that way.
Mm-hmm. I got like I know like dope things that my mom did.
Yeah.
That will always like something that always sticks out to me. I know that type of stuff. But Courtney, what about you? Is there anything?
I mean, I could tell you stuff that I wish she didn't do when I was younger, like, but now it just all seems so minuscule. Like it doesn't seem it was important at all. But when I was 16, she took me to go get my belly button pierced, and I was so geeked. And then for some reason, somehow, some way, I don't know how it happened, my name got put on a birthday flyer in our apartment complex, and like 400 people showed up. And when that happened,
were you saying
that was at the Ridge for my 16th birthday. And then you don't remember that night? Everybody came out, and Derek was mad.
I was like, oh, wow.
So apparently my name got put on a flyer for my birthday, and the flyer ended up on the office door, because as kids, we know everything, but we don't really know shit. So the flyer ended up on the office door, and I got grounded for that. And my mom made me take out my belly button ring that I had just got. So at that time, I was like, I ain't even do nothing, and I still stick by that story. I didn't even do nothing. I went to the party, but that was only because my name was on it.
Wait, was the party at your house?
No, it wasn't at my house. It was at across from me. Stryker in them's building.
Really?
Yes. And all the cars was outside. Nobody knew where I lived. I just happened to go, and I got in trouble for it. But looking back on it, I see that she was just looking out for me. And then there was that one time back that she came to the school because Miss Dill said I was talking too much in class. But even that wasn't embarrassing because she said she was going to stay the whole day, and then she left like halfway through. So she gets more embarrassing as I get older.
Yeah, I would say that too. Like, I don't think I realized like how only time like my mom I feel like was, and she still yeah. I just feel like certain times of her day she gets embarrassing.
Right.
Yeah. So, shut up, Malika. Yeah. But I agree, Courtney. Like I feel like it's more. It became more not embarrassing, but more like Aggie as I got older because you can start growing into your own person, so you start realizing how Aggie really is.
As an adult, you just kind of look at it like, I don't gotta fucking stay here and listen to this. I could just leave.
Yeah.
Versus when you a child, it's like, oh, I hate it here, and just storm off to your room. So,
I don't think my mom, even some of the things that like we've gotten into like as adults, I don't remember my mom, and not saying she wasn't like that, but I remember her being like that as a kid. But I don't know if it's because like we're adults, so they don't have to look after us and take care of us. While we're children, they have to make different decisions in life because they have to worry about the kids. You know what I mean? While now, all of our parents, their kids are,
it's like they look at us now like you're grown. You can make your own.
Yeah, none of our parents have younger children in a sense, besides their grandkids and stuff that they have to look after and not make certain decisions, you know. Now, what's one thing that like you loved about your mom? Not, I guess it's probably many things, but one thing you can remember like a story you can remember, something you can remember about your mom when you growing up.
I got one. And this is my favorite story to tell because my mom, we basically really got whatever we wanted. Not like whatever we wanted. We weren't like spoiled or anything like that, but it was like my mom always wanted us to have the best.
Right.
But one day, I remember when I was in middle school, the Jordan 16s came out. And I went, and I didn't care. Like, I wasn't really a shoe guy, but now that I look back, when my mom used to always have us in the best, like, Jordans and everything.
Yeah.
That guy just didn't really care about it, but I look back, like I said. But on this particular day, I used to go to school because I had these Skechers that stretched. And I love those shoes. Like, those shoes were the best thing ever. They were like the Velcro shoes. You just slip them joints on and go.
What grade was this?
I was in 8th grade.
Oh, okay.
I was 13.
We're going to talk about you after.
That's not okay.
What's funny about that, too? Those shoes got stolen.
Yeah, apart from some weird white kid.
No! I was in Brooklyn, New York. I was ignorant to white people. I didn't know what a white person looked like.
In New York, they stole everybody's shoes.
That don't matter. That was
straight stole my
They on a telephone wire right now.
Yeah.
But I think my mom don't know that. So if you're watching this episode, yeah, my Skechers got stolen. But anyway, my point is this dude.
He about to get his ass fully whooped for 15, 16 years ago.
I get an ass whooping from almost 20 years ago. But anyway. These Jordan 16s came out, and I was excited because I saw this guy with them on, and I'm not gonna call him because we're actually friends on Facebook. But I remember him having the shoes on, and he looked. Well, I looked. I said, "Oh, what are those? Those are really nice." He said, "These are Jordan 16s." He said, "They're really nice." He said, "But you probably can't afford them." Crushed my entire soul.
It's probably because you had on Skechers. He probably just assumed because you had on Skechers.
Right.
You did upgrade from some Skechers to some Jordans.
Right. I went home and I was upset. My mom asked me what was wrong. And I told her, I said, this guy had on some shoes. And he said that we couldn't afford them. And I was like, Mom, are we like poor or something like that? My mother snatched me up so fast, took me downtown to the Arabs. And was like, yo, where they at? She's like, point to the shoes that he had on. So I'm looking. And they drop, but Jordans are not like they are now.
Yeah, you could buy them at any time. They came out, but they always in the stores. They gonna yeah.
So when I pointed to those shoes, my mom was like, "Give me those." Got them. Came to school the next day with them on my feet. My mother did not play that. She always wanted us to have the best, and she never wanted people to. I don't know if it was like a superficial thing, but she just always wanted us to be okay with everything we were in. I love that story.
Yeah.
Okay, you ain't gonna. I was stomping in them shoes. Like any opportunity I get, I had my foot up in the air, like the bleachers. It was like 2 steps above. I had my foot way up here.
You like rocking in my J's. What you want, Courtney? With the
bralette on.
Yeah.
Were you stomping because you thought they was gonna light up like your Skechers?
You know what?
That was actually worth it. Hold on. Yeah, that was actually worth it. I didn't think about that. I'm usually a genius at this coming back thing.
I'm gonna find them sketches too. Watch this. I'm gonna find them sketches. Yeah.
You know, when I was growing up, my mom always had us in. I think everyone had kids. Maybe not. Okay.
Nah, I never had any kids. I ain't gonna lie.
So I've always wore as well, not my brothers, like me, kids and stuff like that, because they were girlier, more feminine sneakers. Because they're little the overs and Chuck Taylors, all right. But we all my mom, for some reason we rocked a lot of Reeboks back then.
Yeah.
Reebok was a thing back then, and it's so crazy how how the shoe game just goes into a big ass circle, because where Reeboks went out and only I wouldn't say Reeboks became the I wouldn't say less fortunate, but Reeboks became the back burner shoe. You know what I mean?
That's like Champion now. Champion is now hot.
Not hot when Champion, but it was like Walmart brand at one point. If you wore Champion, you shopped at Walmart, and now it's the popping thing. Where when we were growing up, Champion was Champion, Tommy Hilfiger, all that stuff was name brand stuff. You know what I mean? That if you had that on, then you must have a little bit of coin. I didn't start rocking Jordans until when my brother above me rocked Jordans. Until I was old enough to probably pick out my own shoes. But when I was able to pick out my own shoes, Daddy had Jordans on my feet. Every time they released, I had a pair of Jordans.
My brother, he had the 11s. I didn't even know those were I didn't know those were hot.
I love the 11s.
When they first came out, my brother had the 11s, and I had some Ken Griffey Juniors, which were also fire, but still.
Yeah.
It just wasn't something, Jordans was something I had. But I had a pair of Jordan 12s. I had 3s, 12s, 13s, 16s, and 17s. Oh, excuse me, and 8s.
Okay, you had enough. You had Jordans.
Yeah. But these are the things I didn't know. My mom always wanted me to have these things. These are shoes that people could get killed for now.
Well, right. But our age at our time. But the thing is that I feel like when our parents were buying us shoes, Jordans came a dime. You could go to any store and buy a pair of Jordans, and they weren't $300. You're talking about you want to.
And we all have parents that were born and raised in New York. Most likely, our parents knew somebody that knew somebody that took it off the back of the
Jordans, right? Yeah. my daddy used to go. He used to have this sneaker guy, and right outside of Chinatown that owned the Foot Locker.
Right. Downtown.
Every time, because he knew I was a sneakerhead. I was a sneakerhead since I was in 3rd grade. You can't read, but you know how to pick out a pair of sneakers. So I had this pair. I knew. Huh? You said,
I like colors.
Yeah. I like the purples. But
my mother was that person. She would go downtown, one store had a bunch of Arabs in them.
Our parents all probably know each other because they was probably all downtown shopping at the same place.
Right.
Honestly. But that's my favorite thing about my mom. Honestly, my mom never she never showed us her struggle.
Yes, I agree.
Worked 2 or 3. Don't get me wrong. My dad has always I've always known my dad, but and she was never selfish with his time either. But at the end of the day, if I needed something or if I was in trouble, I called my mom. Like my mom is like my backbone. That's my person. And I know I give her a hard time and I stress her out, but she's never shown me the struggle. And when I had my child, she gave me like my life lesson. Like, it's not about you. Anything you do from here on out, if this is the path you take, you won't, like, your son has to come first. Everything you do, you have to do it with him in mind. And like, I could never thank her enough for anything.
I think our parents, so it sounds weird, but like, of course, me and Courtney probably had a different experience with our mothers than you, like you as a guy with your mother, because it's just different relationships. You know what I mean? Because like, our mothers are also teaching us how to be adults too, adult women, and how to raise children when we do have our children. And not that your mom isn't to a man either, but does that make sense? Someone help me out.
Well, it's like the men equivalent of how a man has to teach his son how to be a man.
Right.
For women, it's more like, okay, I have to teach you how to be a woman, how to keep it classy, on top of being strong and being able to handle everything that life is going to throw at you. So it's kind of more like a business mindset versus friends.
And one thing I can say that I remember, like, strongly from the day I started playing sports to my last time playing sports, and even to rec ball afterwards, my mom was at everything. Like, we all come from divorced parents, but parents that still have good relationships, but divorced parents or separated parents, however your parents are. But while my dad has always been a hard worker, my mom has always made sure that she was there at all sporting events, all recitals, all anything, that we had, me and my siblings had going on, And I can remember my mom, my senior year of college. I don't think my mom missed any of my home games in college. In my senior year of college, they had to switch up senior night, and she had to work the night that was senior night. I would tell you that bitch was coming in, still getting dressed to my senior night because she was coming from work to make sure she was there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I say. My mother, that's what I say. I think this is all our mothers. Like, I didn't see her struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I knew we had food stamps. I just didn't know like what they were for. I guess.
Well, they're different now too. Like that whole concept of food stamps is so different now than it was when we were growing up.
True. People,
because we actually bought, your parents probably actually bought food for your house with their food stamps instead of selling it or buying bullshit, like, and all, like, you know what I mean? Like, you probably had food in your house that
everywhere
every night. You went
now, my mother. What I'm telling you, you knew one thing. I knew one thing about my mom. My mom did all the food shopping in the house. We had two places that we went to. We went to Key Food or we went to Pathmark.
Yes, to Key
Food. You went to Key Food just to get the daily stuff. My mom said Key Food, whatever. But when we got in that car and we went to Pathmark, we knew it was real.
Yeah.
We knew we was about to have shopping carts full of stuff.
Yeah, but see, and that's it. Like, I don't think my parents had assistance because my daddy always made a lot of money, so I don't think it never happened. But I can remember, like, I'm sure I had friends that like was on it, but like I said, food, like, it was just different then because my friends that probably had it, they mama still cooked dinner for them every night, sent lunch with them to school. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a known thing. Like,
here's the thing, like, I'm about to say, you ever heard the song by Kendrick Lamar called "Fear"?
No, I don't.
He has one particular line in the song that makes me think about my mom, and it was called "I beat your ass if you tell him." It goes, "I beat your ass if you tell him he live here." That's what food stamps was about. They couldn't know, like, the people would come ask you, where's your dad? And you couldn't tell them that he lived in the house.
Mm.
Lose your food stamps.
Because your mom was just claiming her income or claiming.
Right.
Well, that's still the same. People still do that with their Section 8.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
But then they sell bedroom for. Yeah. But then they rent a room out. In the 18-bedroom house, they rent a room out.
Well, my mom made it a point to let us know she ain't never been on no type of assistance. And for like from the time she had my brother until my younger sister was grown and in college, she had always worked at least 2 jobs.
Yeah, that's my mom. Even with the assistant from my father, my mom still, I mean, Court knows my mom worked 2 jobs. Like, and because I don't know, it's like it goes back to y'all's moms, like, and I'm sure many moms out there, like, she was a hard worker. She made sure she had hers, but she also knew that my dad would take care of, us if need be.
Not my mama. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I love my mama to death, but I have never known my mom right now in my adult life. I've been in my job for 6 years.
Oh, I didn't know that. You've been in that long.
Mm-hmm. My mother, I think, has been in her job the same amount of time as I have. I think that is the longest I've ever heard of my mother holding a job. And I know that's
well, like Chris Rock's mama. My man got 2 jobs. I don't need this.
I love my mother to death for this, but it was funny because my mother was a career student. That's what she did. She went to school. My dad went to work. She went to school. That's all I knew.
See, when we lived up north, my mom worked she didn't start going back to work till my youngest brother was in school. So I lived the white picket fence, but she didn't start going to work until my youngest brother went to school, and then she worked like a corporate job. It wasn't until we relocated down here that she was working like multiple jobs.
Yeah, crazy though. I think my mom has like a twin, or she been a spy or something. Because let me explain. My mom has always been the type, she would do school, like she would go to school online. She had at least 2 jobs, and she still knew every fucking thing we did. Like, it was crazy. It's like
universal
power or something.
Yeah, that's mamas. That's mamas.
That's mamas.
Crazy. I was dating this guy, like Jaden was still small, like a toddler, and his nose was running. And I distinctly remember, because I was like, Jaden, go get some tissue so you can wipe your nose, right? So he goes in the bathroom, and my friend is on the phone. The guy I was dating is on the phone, and he was in the mid-sentence, and I was like, hold on, wait. And then he was like, I know you do not know when that kid has unrolled enough toilet paper. And I was like, Jaden, stop. Come here. And Jaden had just enough to blow his nose, and he was like, how did you know? I was like, because if I let him keep going, he was gonna undo the whole.
Yeah,
but y'all right. It just be something in you that just know.
I was about to say that was gonna bring me to my next point, because Courtney, you yourself are a mother,
right?
Yeah, but I don't feel like I have the same third eye that my mama had. Like, she has something special. Like, maybe other people see it in me, but I just feel like some days I'll wake up and I'll be like, damn, this mom shit is real hard today. And she had 4 of us. But I'm saying she had 4 of us, and I never felt like that. And I hope Jaden doesn't feel like that, because God knows some days I'd be like, bruh, just please go sit in the corner. Don't bother me all day.
My mama probably still feel like that. Shit. I was like, why I ain't swallow? This shit fucked up.
Oh my God.
I feel like I am not on the same level of momdom that my mom.
But you also have one child. So like you have 2 siblings above you, right? That your mom has had that practice with. You know what I mean? You only have Jaden. So like say you do have a second
Go have more babies.
What? Say you but I'm saying say you do okay. All right. Say you do go have another kid. I think that like you start seeing things differently because you have that practice with Jaden. Like you know the signs now of lying, or you know the signs now this, that, and the other. So now when little Jessica come, you could be like, bitch, you lying, come here.
First of all, she is not named her child Jessica.
Well, I was thinking of a J name because J. So
but Jessica is the name you came up with?
That was the first name I thought about, okay, y'all? It's not that serious, okay? She's not having another kid because she's...
That's a Becky answer.
That's true. I might be.
I know one thing. I know one.
Talk about it. Got it.
When I finally have another child, me and the doctor gonna get real acquainted. I'm like, Doc, cut it off.
Cut it off?
Twist the garden hose.
Cut it off?
For you.
No, cut it off, cut off the flow, the circulation.
Oh, okay. Be specific, because if you about to be Caitlyn Jenner, we need to find you another name.
Wait, it was circulate. Yeah, you talking about getting your stuff snip.
Yes.
Well, what? Shit, I didn't understand. I was trying to ask shit.
Let me. Yeah, I'm getting a vasectomy.
More power to you.
You better have a conversation with your wife, or she cut some other shit off.
Oh, she down. She ready.
Well, I guess between y'all two right now, y'all have what, 3?
Yes.
So if y'all add one more, that's a lot.
That
means this is a nephew.
Y'all ready for the vasectomy more than y'all are
another kid?
You know what? That's a good ass question. That's a good ass question.
And so you could go have your vasectomy. That's crazy. Like,
this kid, so I can get my vasectomy, because then we don't have to worry about nothing.
Yeah, nothing. It was a guy at work that actually he was married, got divorced, like had kids, got divorced, but during that marriage he got one, and then they divorced, but then he got remarried and she wanted kids and he got a reverse. It's the worst thing that ever happened in his life. We talk about a man that has done jobs that I do, and
that's the other thing. If it don't work out with that mama, that's it. Because I'm gonna tell him like, hey, I hope you ain't expecting kids, because
yeah,
I got nothing for you. So you know, break with me now.
Well, I went through this whole period where I was dating people with 5 or more kids, so I'm kind of over having more kids too.
You kind of don't have more kids?
So
yeah.
Do you think, as I don't use the word step, so bonus mom. Shout out to
I don't think you really was a bonus mom though. I wouldn't even say you were a bonus mom.
Well, that's what I would. I'm hypothetically speaking. We not.
No.
Like as like bonus moms.
Right.
Do you think bonus moms have it hard? Do y'all think?
Yes.
They have it hard if the mother makes it hard.
Yes. Yes, I agree. Yes.
Absolutely, because I feel like, okay, I'm sorry to my baby daddy if he's looking at this, but probably he's not. But
hey, we'll give you $20 if you comment cash. Okay.
One of his other baby mothers is his current girlfriend, and I kept it cordial. We never had any minced words. I personally don't like her, but I never told my child I didn't like her. And now, as he's coming into his own person and he's becoming more vocal, I've always told Jaden, if it's something you're not comfortable with, like, I don't care if you only live with your dad 2-3 months out of the year. If you're not comfortable at your house, because that's your dad, so that's your space, if you're not comfortable there, you need to let me know. And it just became recent where he was like, yeah, I don't really like her because she don't treat us the same as she do her kids. So that's where it became a problem for me. I never brought drama to her on the front end, but there are some baby mamas out there that just look to make bonus moms jobs hard, like reminding them constantly, you're not my child's parent, or you don't need to be there. And I feel like that's bogus, because I feel like y'all are all there for a common purpose. At that point, if you're not in the picture anymore and he's not leading you on, and it's a person that's genuinely trying to be there for your child and do for your child, then you shouldn't have a problem with that, because at the end of the day, you're supposed to want what's best for your child. But
well, I think the key,
some people can't see that.
I think the key thing that you said though about that is that the biological mom has to be been there, done that, over that. Like, you know, we are just co-parenting right now.
Right.
You know, because like my mom was a bonus mom to my oldest brother. But she raised him. Like, his mom wasn't in his life. Like, his grandma was, and his mom was like in and out of his life, but she like he would have told you, this is my mom, meaning my mother, and this is who this person is.
Right.
You know, my mom raised him. He like from, I think he was like 9 years old up until, you know, whenever. So, but his mom didn't like it at first, but eventually like was like, he's in the best place he can be. You know what I mean? But I think that has a lot to do with those biological moms not being over the situation. You know what I mean? Trying to be messy. But if you were overdone, do your thing, moved on, right, then it's usually no problem, to how I've seen it.
Okay.
They have it harder if it's not a cohesive situation.
Okay.
But if the adults can't get it together, then I feel like the kid, that leaves room for kids to disrespect this person, because they see his mom, the person that's raising him, disrespecting this person, and it becomes okay.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that, like, I think somewhere in there, the kid feels like, yo, you will never be my mom. And that gets hard for the bonus mother. Like, my son, he just called, and I'm so glad. I don't care what is said about the mother of my child, but I will say that she is not evil.
Like, she's not talking bad about your wife or
right.
negative thoughts into your boy's head.
So my son, it's okay for my son to, he calls her. He's like, hey, bonus mom. Like, that's what he'll call her.
That's actually really funny.
Right, it's dope. Like, yeah, because I always believe, I used to believe in the word step, but it wasn't until that she came up to me and was like, hey, we don't use the word step, we use the word bonus. So now I have my bonus children, you know, and I'm their bonus dad. And he came in and he called her bonus mom, you know, and of course that touched her heart and everything, because, you know, he has accepted her as, you know, his mother.
Or a mother figure,
a mother figure,
yeah. But I also think
that goes to prove our point, that it's because your wife wasn't instilling into him, well, that'll never be your mom. I feel like
your ex-wife, you talking about?
Parents are the same, like, it could be construed the same way as racism. It's not just known, it's taught. It's embedded into children. So when a child is in kindergarten and little white Johnny is cool with little black Johan, then it's because he just sees Johan. Johan likes frogs. I like frogs. We're friends. But if little Johnny's parent is like, Lil Johan is black and being black is bad and we don't like that, then that's when Lil Johnny is like, oh no, F you, Johan, because you black and black is bad and black is evil and I can't like you.
But one thing black ain't, it don't crack.
It's embedded into children what to believe and how they treat adults in their life. Like, I don't care who you are to Jaden. If you're an adult and you tell him to do something and he knows that you're in his circle every time, he bet not disrespect you or he's gonna get disrespected. Like, that's just my way of parenting him. I don't care if you don't like your dad's girlfriend. At the end of the day, if she tells you to come in for dinner, you better come in for dinner because that's your dad's girlfriend. And if your dad is at work, you got to listen to her because she's the adult in charge.
Some people.
But if she says something out the way, you call me and I'm on the first thing smoking to Syracuse, and I handle that.
Well, I think too that went real deep. I think too it also depends on that. So it also depends on that bonus mom too, or bonus dad. Because if you're trying to come hard at this kid too, because you're not, especially if they have a mother and a father, that just because they're not together, they have like, I do believe like, hey, you're not their mother or their father. You know what I mean? You're an extra adult that can help. Yeah, you're an extra. You're a bonus. You know what I mean? If now say you got remarried and you are raising your child and their mom is no longer with us, right? Like this person that has been around for them for the past 16 years, that's their mama. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this sounds weird, but that's their mama. So it's something like she can probably discipline, blah, blah, blah. You don't do different things because that's all they know is this person right here, right? But even though she's still their bonus mom, she's just been around since day one. That's not really a bonus. You know what I mean? That's their mom, especially if their biological mom is gone. But as a true bonus mom coming into a marriage, you can't come in thinking that you sergeant, like whatever either, because the kid's not going to respect that. You know what I mean? They're just not, because you're not their mother or you're not their father. You know, now all kids should respect adults, but I mean,
I think
you gotta watch that.
I think at the point that you become a spouse, though, you would have already taken the steps to build that relationship with those kids, to not be overstepping your boundary, to know where the kids, because it's like a relationship. You got to know when to give, you got to know when to take. You can't meet a kid on the first day, like after you and they daddy been dating for like 2 months, and be like, oh, I'm your dad's girlfriend, you got to listen to everything I say. No, it's about building that relationship and then trying to implement while still being respectful for that child. Because what a lot of adults forget is, as kids, y'all wanted to be respected and y'all wanted y'all's opinion heard the same way that the kids today do. So you can't just say, well, I'm an adult and you gotta listen to me and da 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 da. It has to be some give and take, some back and forth, some type of relationship building. So hopefully by the time that y'all become spouses and you do become a bonus mom and you're embedded in this child's life foreseeably forever, right, then y'all have that relationship where even if the child is cool with y'all just being friendly, not necessarily that mom-child relationship, then y'all have already established that.
Right. Well, too, and you got to realize how old these kids are too, because it's definitely different being a stepmom or a bonus mom to a 7-year-old than it is to a 17-year-old,
right?
Or 15-year-old, even 11-year-old.
You gotta have a
kid before you can even get through.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So like,
and if it's a girl, y'all are doubly in trouble.
Y'all, I am living it right now.
Like boys, right now. Not being funny, but with boys, I don't think boys really care about the mom thing, but girls. Whew, I feel bad for y'all. On the opposite end, we'll talk about that on Father's Day.
That's not true though. Like my child, he's super cool. Like he'll walk up to you, be like, "Hey, what's up?" But at the end of the day, my child is 10, and if his mama is not happy, he picks up on that, and he be like, "Yo, like,
let him be 16."
Right? He gonna be wanting to fight everybody. I don't know. Have y'all seen the Netflix show, the Netflix movie All Day and a Night?
No.
It is really good. I suggest y'all watch it. But it's this one scene where this guy gets bailed out of jail by his mama and her boyfriend. And he comes to pick him up, and they get into a fight outside of the police station because of the slick stuff the mom's boyfriend was saying. So he like, bro, you don't, like, I can see, not my son like being that aggressive, but I could see that being his attitude. Like, bro, you know my mama, you don't know me.
I'll tell you what I've seen, and let me quote a line from it. I got heat for niggas like you, cuz. I know what I have seen, and y'all know that was real.
Well, I think that's true, because I feel like, but I also think that's on the parent, the mother too. That if her boyfriend or the girlfriend should never feel like they can say anything to the. They should never feel like anything to your child. You know what I mean? Like y'all's past, like, I'm sure your wife doesn't feel like she can say anything to your boy, and
Yep.
you know what I mean. Like, now she may see something or feel some kind of way that she will approach you with for you to handle, but that's what I'm saying, that like there are some women that get caught up in their relationships, and they make the men think they can do whatever, and nah, bro.
Or women think that they could do whatever just because they in their life, not understanding that they're not permanent. And for those women, they can get these hands.
I gotta
and most people, they gon' for most women, they will pick their children at some point over that person. Now, I'm not saying the first, the second, or third time, but at some point they gonna pick their kids.
Nah, I can't agree with that, because there's some mothers out here that ain't shit. And it just needs to be said. Like, but no, I feel like it's different, because there are some women in the world that will pick a man over their children. I feel like just because it's Mother's Day, we can't just like let it slide and be like all moms are great, because at the end of the day, just like there are some sperm donors, there are some egg donors, and some of y'all just ain't shit. And I get it. I mean, do you and what's best for your life. I just happen to be a shit parent. I'm not ain't shit. So I get it. But I mean,
Courtney,
I'm shit, but I ain't shit.
Stop.
I'm saying, like, at least I partake in my child's life. It's some women out here.
I'm gonna disprove your opinion on yourself right now. We had a conversation. What was it? Thursday? Was it Wednesday or Thursday?
I don't know.
What happened with Jaden? What happened?
Oh, when I almost went to jail.
Why?
That's what I'm talking about. Because Jaden's teacher told Jaden that he hasn't been turning in his work. So we sat and we did all of his missing assignments together that whole day.
Did they get done?
3:00 in the afternoon. Yes, they got done. And they got turned in the correct way.
There you go.
I get that. But I'm not a mom for the recognition. I'm a mom because I really love the child that I birthed, and I want to see what's best for him. It's some people out here that just give birth and have no connection to that child, and they abandon or they leave. And you know what? Those kids deserve bonus moms. So screw all of you egg donors that don't want to take care of your children and then want to get mad when it's somebody in the world that do want to raise your children. That's all I'm saying. I'm done with my rant for the night.
I'm good there. Becky with our gang.
Gang.
So I think that we ending this, right?
Yeah, I get it, because Courtney ain't playing no more games with these hoes.
So I guess for me, like, to end this is, while we all have mothers that we disagree with sometimes,
Every day.
yeah, we have disagreements, and some things are harder than others to disagree with them with, or to fight with them and stuff like that. But we should never forget, for any of us, like, we should never forget the things our mothers taught us, because we use them more than we realize we use them. You know, me and upper management talks about it. We talk about it all the time. Of lessons that our moms have taught us that we didn't realize until now we are adults. We are young Black women in a world that we never realized, we never understood what they were trying to tell us back then to prepare us for now. So and we compare our lives and like how different, but how much of the same our mothers were about certain things. So just appreciate your mom. Like I said, y'all gonna fight, y'all gonna argue because we're all adults now. It's gonna happen, but don't forget to appreciate them all the time. Mm-hmm. And remember, my mom does she used to tell me how she called, my grandmother has passed away, but like she talked to my grandmother every single day. She talked to my grandmother every single day about just to say hi, just to say what up, talk to her every single day. And I think like for the most part, me and my mother still follow that trend of some kind of communication every single day.
I butt head with my mom a lot.
Yeah, sure.
I do, and I get it. My supervisor recently told us that we need to take a day off to go spend time with somebody that we normally don't get to spend time with. And I'm actually going to choose my mother. We butt heads all the time. That's what we do. I love my mom to death, but she get on my nerve. But hey, that's what she's here for. But I am grateful more than anything to realize that my mom is actually still around to get on my nerves.
Yes.
It's crazy. Like I've had friends who have lost their mothers, and I can't even imagine what that would feel like to actually lose my mom at any given time. As much as she gets on my nerve, I could never. And I'm so glad that she's still around, like I said, to do that. And I'm going to take this time and I'm telling everybody, if you don't do this, take a minute to spend time with your mom. Your mother will always be your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Get her something. Baby daddies, if you have some type of communication with the mother of your child, take some time out and show her some type of appreciation.
Because she probably got your baby by herself and doing everything she's supposed to be doing by herself. Because if they calling you the baby daddy, you ain't doing shit.
You know what? I was actually that from Courtney. But
no, because I was going to say my baby daddy called me this year talking about, I got you something for Mother's Day, but it's not going to come on Mother's Day. And I really wanted to be like, nigga, I ain't nothing in 10 years, but I mean, I could wait a couple of days. I'm just saying. Like,
my language, because I'm about to take a page out of Becky with the I Gang's book. Did this bitch just say this year?
This year.
Exactly. I've waited 10 years. A few more days is not gonna hurt me. Like,
wait. I can't wait to see what it is because I'm trying to think of like, is it something? Is it good enough for us to roast the shit out of him about?
When I get it, best believe it's gonna be all what they won't say. We all gonna see it together. We gonna open it.
Cause like I'm like, what could you have possibly bought this person that you don't even talk to?
Because Lord knows I am tired of the drawings. Like, I love my baby to death, and they get put on the refrigerator for 2 to 3 weeks, and then we take it down, and I put it in storage. But I want something to show me that I'm appreciated. That's it.
He's 10.
My son said, he said, Dad, he said, what do you think mom wants for Mother's Day? I said,
the little one, your little boy?
No, the 13-year-old.
Oh, this one, okay.
You should have told a break.
Huh? I'm not being funny, but my other two, they ain't think about no Mother's Day. They not. But it's cool.
You should have told the oldest she wants a break. And I know this from experience.
He was like, because I already got her a book. And I got a $10 gift card. So we need to go shopping. I'm like, whoa, son, I got you. We gonna go shopping tomorrow. Don't even worry about it. And that's what I'm saying. We going shopping before Mother's Day so we can get it in.
A day before Mother's Day?
Yeah. I work this weekend. It was real. And not to be funny, but we both, like my son and I, were, he was like, he'd be having grown up conversation with me like, Dad, I know none of the stores are open. He said, but we could go to like a department store at the very least. I said, well, we could try that. I said, because all the stuff online is not really, you really can't get an experience. But he said, we can go to Target and find something. I said, well, hell, son, you lead the way.
You guys wear your mask.
Yep, I got you. Well, Target be clean in the mug. I ain't gonna say
they do. They sanitize every night.
Yeah, except for Walmart. Walmart is terrible. Anyway,
we went to Walmart. It was disgusting. Yeah, we went to.
We going to Target. We ain't got time for
that. I'm pulling out my Mother's Day gift to my mom while y'all talking.
Ooh.
Before I get
this one.
Huh?
Did you get me a Mother's Day gift?
I did not. Can y'all see the name on that?
Is it Adidas?
Pandora.
Oh, Pandora.
Ooh. Is that a charm or is it the?
It's a necklace. I got her a charm for her birthday, but she's been saying how she wanted necklaces to match the bracelet she has. So I got her the infinity necklace.
Look at you.
So you didn't get me anything?
No, because your fur baby isn't here yet. So
why would you tell me to buy upper management something for Mother's Day, for Fur Baby Day, and for Mother Day, but you didn't get me anything for Fur Mother Day?
Because
and the baby is here regardless.
Baby already said that it was her baby.
This doesn't make sense.
So basically, it's like she's pregnant right now.
But this doesn't make any sense. Okay. The father
we had a great episode of What They Won't Say.
Oh, I didn't get my final thoughts yet.
Oh, you didn't? I'm so sorry. Sure.
The only baby mama on here, the only one I got is a Mother's Day.
So my final thoughts are: I just want to give a special shout out, not that out.
Special what? Wait.
Yo, first of all,
something is on somebody's mind.
No, because I was going into it. Y'all was gonna get it. It was gonna wrap all the way in.
Wait. So now your mom's a thought? I'm confused.
I wasn't even gonna say my mom. I was gonna say a special shout out to all the fake lesbos out there who are pregnant with their babies right now and just broke up with their girlfriends. But a special shout out to all of you moms out there who actually choose to be mothers, not because you became a mother of circumstance, but because you met a child that you fell in love with and you decided to take care of that child, be it through adoption, marriage, whatever. I want to shout out you guys especially because y'all chose this. It wasn't anything that you had to do or feel obligated to do because it was your bloodline. You choose to wake up every day and you choose to take care of these kids. So you guys get a special shout out from me, and those are my final thoughts.
Okay. I got another final thought just before we wrap this up. Y'all niggas better have the same energy on Father's Day. I'm just saying.
We'll think about it. You know, y'all always it's always a toss up with y'all. Either we all in or we all out.
I'm mad the Father's Day episode gonna be like 2 minutes.
We're gonna be like, oh, shout out for Malik.
Look, shout out to one day we know doing something.
Look, I'm gonna go over the whole Father's Day episode. Look, this is your girl Courtney Lynette. This is Becky with the I Gang. This is UA. Shout out to UA for being a father. This is your girl Courtney Lynette. This is your girl Becky with the I Gang.
Good job, Malik. You got 3 kids. They all healthy.
Yeah,
they all alive.
We can shout out Courtney too for being a good dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna get pissed off. If you do that, I'm gonna fight you. When all this is over, I'm coming over to that camera and I'm fighting you.
Well, hopefully we'll be back in person by the time that this will Father's Day episode will air. So maybe we can make it a live episode just so we can talk about it and get it done and out the way.
Wait, whoa.
I'm gonna go get some Doritos.
Well, wait, we gotta sign off. What you doing?
Oh.
So, you guys, this has been a fun Mother's Day episode. As the only child mother of the podcast, it's your girl, Courtney Lynette.
This your boy, UA.
And I'm getting a puppy, so I will be a mother. And it's your girl, Becky, with an I. Gang, gang.
Gang.
Till next time, you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Juices.